Alright, hey, Hades Mega here, and welcome to another anime figure desktop show and tell with Albedo here from Overlord, alright? It says Overlord 4 on the box, actually, okay? So this is from like the 4th season of Overlord, I'm guessing. Alright, so here's the story of how I came upon this figure, alright? Actually, never really planned. This is kind of like a impulse buy type of thing. I was just browsing Mercari, and I saw her, right? And Mercari, I like to purchase I like to purchase prize figures from Mercari, all right? Because like sometimes you don't know if you'll find any counterfeits. But you normally won't find counterfeits of prize figures, okay, guys? So I happened upon this, and she was I think I got her. It was originally $38, but I think they sent me an offer for $29, and I took it. All right, I liked it. You can like an item, and then if it ever goes on sale, or the seller can offer you like a lower price than they do. All right, and so I was offered $29 for this figure, and I took it. All right, and the shipping fee was $9.50, so total damage about $40 still. So okay. And it was from a seller called Moto. All right, I guess they sell a lot of these figures. They're like a figure seller on Mercari. Okay, and so here's a little more information on this figure from myfigurecollection.net. So I got her from Mercari for $29. All right, and almost like $37, $38 shipped. Okay, so pretty good deal if it looks like what it does on the box. Okay, anyway, so yes, it's really hard to find not expensive Albedo figures, is what I want to say. She has a lot of very pricey figures, and this one is not one of them. All right, so just recently, within the last year or two, she's been starting to get figures that are affordable. All right, and this is one of them. Okay, so here's some information from myfigurecollection.net. All right, it's part of the Artist Masterpiece Plus collection. All right, so it's a line of figures by Taito. Okay, Taito makes pretty good prize figures, is what I want to say. I have quite a bit of Taito prize figures, and I'm always happy with the quality. Okay. All right, and then so this is Albedo, and this is the black dress version, is what it's called. All right, and it was released in August of 25th. Of 2023. All right, so a couple months old. It's still pretty new figure as of this video, when I'm making this video. Okay, and so yeah, that's the information. So let's start the show and tell. All right, so let's take a look at. I know the last figure I did of Albedo, she didn't even have a box, but this time we do have the box. All right, this is a brand new prize figure. All right, so there's the box. It's a pretty tall box. It's a somewhat large box. I happen to have this manga around there, and it's about the size of a manga book. Okay, Magical Girl Spec Ops is the manga, by the way. All right, and so that's the front of the box. It says Artist Masterpiece Plus, and it has this kind of cool diamond logo here. It's got a great picture of Albedo on the front, the actual figure. That's what sold me. All right, I saw that. I said, "What? That's a nice looking figure," and it's not very expensive. So I snatched her up. All right, it says Overlord here, and then I think it says black dress version. All right, if you guys don't know, normally she wears a white dress. Okay, and then like there's a kind of background with like steps in the back and stuff, like she's going to the ball or something. Okay, here's this side. They got a full picture of the figure from the front, and the picture of the figure from the back. All right, you get their Overlord logo here. Okay, and then there's the back. Like, oh, look at that face. She's kind of got that little smug look on her face. I like it. All right, yes, this says Artist Masterpiece Plus here. This time in white, and then a close-up of the upper half of her body. And then it says a black dress version here, I'm guessing. Okay, I can't really read it. It's in katakana, Merlin, or it's in hiragana. You should be able to read it, man. Come on. Practice your Japanese. All right, and then here you've got another picture of the figure from like a kind of looking down and up angle. Like that looks like the best angle right there, in my opinion. Okay. All right, and then let's take a look at the top of the box. There it says Artist Masterpiece Plus there. There's some kind of sticker on top that's in hiragana. We've got the Taito logo on the upper left. It didn't really say any of that, did it? And then it says there's a Kadokawa sticker on the bottom. All right. Okay. And then here's some more information on the bottom. It's all in Japanese. It says prize only. All right. So this was designed to be one of those figures that you put in those UFO catcher games, and then you can win her. Okay. But you can also just buy the figure, like Hades and Mega did. Okay, so let's do the unboxing. And I've got a cool new knife. I don't know how well it's going to work. It's not very sharp, for sure. Oh yeah, I also want to point out before we unbox her, would this make a good box figure? No, it wouldn't make a good box figure because you can't see the figure inside the box. Okay, so but the box is really nice looking. I might just keep the box because the pictures of the figure look great. The pictures of the figure are what sold me on this one, guys. All right, so if you have good box art, you may attract more buyers, is what I'm saying. Good job, Taito. Okay, and there she is. I got her on there. So, oh, there's still some plastic here. Oh my god. Wow, she's a big girl. That's for sure, man. This has got to be... It's got to be at least a 1/7 scale figure. Yeah. It's got to be at least a 1/7 scale figure. So it's those very big prize figures. This is one of them. Okay, guys. Yeah. Oh, dude, man, does she look good though? I have to say the pose and everything looks really good. Assembly. All right. She came pretty well packaged. Just want to say, lots of plastic. All of this stuff here. All right. You guys saw it in the video. I actually had to stop the video because I couldn't get one of her wings in. All right. So she comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. All right. You got the top of the body, the bottom of the body, and then the 2 wings, all right, and then the base, all right. And you really have to just kind of manhandle her. I'm not gonna lie, man. Don't be afraid, is what I'm gonna say. At least if you broke her, she's not very expensive. But so this wing did not go on very well. The left, I guess you would call it a left wing, right? I think I got some stuff, some plastic stuff. I don't know, it's on there. Her left wing, it looks like the right wing in the picture and in the video, but it's the left wing. I could not get her on the thingy, man. I couldn't get it in her butt, man. So it's supposed to go right here. The right one went right in. I had to use a lot of force to get it in. I could not get the left one in. So what I had to do was sand the peg down and I cut it with the hobby knife and I sanded it down, and then I got it most of the way in there. It's like probably 90% in there. There's still just a little bit that's sticking out, but I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, you can't really see it. Yeah, you can't really see it once the top of her body's on there. All right, but yeah, there it is. So I had read in the My Figure Collection comment section that people had problems getting the wings in, and that is true. Okay, the right one went in just fine. All right, I had to put in a lot of force to get it in, but I got it in. It's not going anywhere. And then the left one, in my opinion, you could probably just take the wings off. You don't have to have the wings on there. All right, I think she looks fine, except she'll have 2 holes for the pegs on her butt. All right, if you don't mind that. Okay, so there she is, and then she's got 2 pegs holding her in on the bottom. All right, one right here and one right here. The one in the back is really hard to get on, so I'm gonna say I had to press it down really hard. Okay, and yeah, there she is. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. It's bigger than the box, man. She's bigger than the box. Look at that. Yeah, she's taller than the box. So yeah, they really packaged her in there like so she would fit in the box. And it all comes together pretty well, is what I'm going to say. Okay, so let's do a quick 360. Then Hades Mega will take a closer look at this figure and scrutinize it. Alright, but for $40, there's not much you can scrutinize about. Oh, you know what? I have to say, it looks pretty good. It's still got some of this plastic out. And get that out of there. Okay, I'll give you guys one more 360. But dude, it's nice. The wings are nice too. Remember, like, people are paying high dollars to get an Albedo figure. This one is not one of those, and it still looks great. I believe there's supposed to be a scale figure for this coming out also for her wearing this outfit. I don't remember when she wore this outfit also, by the way, guys. It's yeah, I don't know. Well, she wears different outfits in the anime, but I can't quite remember when she wore this. But she probably wore it in the 4th season of Overlord, okay? Maybe I'll see if I can track down a picture of her wearing it in the anime. Okay? Yeah. Okay, I'm back, and I've looked her over, and man, for what you get, it's really, really good. All right, there's not a whole lot of color in this figure, but you know, that's why you bought her. You bought her for the black dress. That's what I've noticed. Albedo only doesn't wear very colorful outfits, is what I say. They're usually like one color outfits. Like her dress was like all white, right? Her normal dress. Anyway, let's go start at the base and work our way out. Well, we will begin the scrutinization process, is what I want to say. All right, so there's the base. The base is a kind of it's unpainted. All right, it's Barbie doll, and it's flat. Look at that, not bad. All right, you'd be surprised. Even scale figures can't even get that right sometimes. All right, so there you go. It's a kind of maroon colored unpainted base. All right, and for some reason it has some kind of stripe here, like a raised stripe. I don't know what that is. Okay, I can see some kind of nub marks on the bottom here, there. It's a little bit here and there is what I'm gonna say. Okay, so like I mentioned, she's held on by 2 pegs, one on this front foot here and one on the back foot here. There's a little kind of brown raised platform. I mean, you can barely see it, but yeah, there's like a brown raised platform where her high heel shoe is. Yeah, it's a high heel. Okay, so yes, let's go take a look at the shoes. All right, what kind of shoes she wearing? She wearing some high heels. All right, looks very nice. Everything looks like it's in the lines and everything. Is it painted? I'm not sure, but it looks pretty good. The molding looks pretty good. It looks like there's a seam line right here going down the middle, but that could just be the shoe. Okay, so let's. I'm not gonna gig them for that. All right, you could see kind of like a line on the bottom here where the sole of the high heel shoe is. It's a pretty high heel, and it's very, very open also. I would hate to wear that. Okay, and then yeah, there's a black strap that goes around the top of her foot. Very nice. There's no buckle or anything though, but I'd imagine I think that's part of the shoe. Okay. All right. Same thing with the other side. The other one looks great. It's a kind of, I would say, I mean, I don't think it's painted, but it's like a matte finish. There's a little bit of light that still reflects off of it. Okay, and then let's go take a look at her leg. Oh my god, she's got this long, gorgeous legs, that's for sure. Very nice sculpting. Yeah, very nice sculpting. It looks very smooth. Alright, I have to say the paint is a little bit, I don't know if it's painted or not. That's a good question. But the finish is a little dull. Alright, I would have liked it maybe to have a little bit more shine to it. But it looks good. Okay, the molding looks really good too. You can see her, like the knee here, where it goes in, you know, it goes in between the kneecaps. It's like she's kind of got her leg locked back, right, in the position she's in. She's posing. She's locked in, posing for a photo op, type of thing. And yes, just you can see almost her whole leg up to here, man, all skin. It's very sexy actually. Okay, but you can only see the one. You can't see the one in the back. Right? So there's the leg that's in the back, but you can barely see it. Okay. And I imagine it's probably the same as the front. You know, very nice and smooth. All right, that's some stuff you would see on the scale figures, right, guys? And I don't see any kind of weird mold lines or any kind of weird wavy plastics or anything. It's nice and smooth, so they did a good job sanding that down before they colored it or painted it. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of paint on this figure, is what I'll say. I think everything is just molded in that one color, but it looks very good. I mean, what Taito does very good prize figures, man. Like, they, even without painting, they could still make it look pretty good, is what I'll say. Okay, so let's take a look at the bottom of the dress. Yeah, so it's separate into like two pieces, is what I'm gonna say. I don't even know how that stays on her hips, guys. Okay, that's a good question. It looks like it's all tied into this one spot here, and it just hangs around her booty. She's got those hips, guys. She's got those childbirthing hips. This is what I say. They're really wide hips. Is what I'm gonna say. That's how she's holding the dress up, with those wide hips. And it's like it says it's a black dress, but it's kind of more like a purple. Yeah, it's like a kind of dark purple color dress. Okay, let's take a look at it. There's the back of the dress, the back of the skirt part of the dress. All right, like I said. This dress is this figure was divided up into like a upper and bottom figures. Okay, so there it is. It's just kind of hovering off the ground a little bit here, and then it actually touches the base right here. All right, don't be shy to have parts rub. You know, I want to say the plastic is like, you know, it's really flexible. So I want to say, all right, all the molding looks pretty good. It looks a little wavy in between the folds here, is what I'm going to say. But it looks okay. All right. And it's not, I don't think this is painted. Yeah, it looks a little wavy here. Okay. I got to gig them for that. It looks like there's a mold line right here. It goes down like that. Could be part of the dress. I don't know. All right. Maybe dresses have that seam line right there. But yeah, there's like a mold line right here. Okay. It's not super noticeable. It looks good. From a distance, it looks good though. Okay, so that's the back part of the dress, and it's long and it's dragging on the ground. Okay, she likes to wear these fancy dresses. Let's say it's Albedo. Okay, let's move up a little bit more. I know it's hard to see because of the wings are like so big. That's what I want to say. But yeah, she's got these wide hips, these sexy hips here. All right. No pantsu. You can't see any pantsu. She's covered up that area pretty well. But yeah, that one leg sticking out is very nice, is what I say. All right, and then it looks like there's kind of like a sash around here or something that's tied here. Yeah, it's kind of a weird looking dress, is what I'll say. Okay, but yeah, the bottom part, the skirt part of the dress is tied, like, looks like it's tied around here, and it just goes around her butt. And you can kind of, I don't know, you can barely make out her booty, right? But she's got a nice booty. She's got the two wings coming out of it. Let's go take a look at the wings next. All right, there's the wings. They're very big. All right, they're flexible. They're black wings. And it looks like they're not painted at all. It looks like they're all molded in that color. All right, the molding looks pretty good. That's what I'm gonna say. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. It's just a lot of wings. All right, they don't. Yeah, they actually, this one is not attached to the other ones. The rest of these are. So, all right, they're not all perfect. All right, you can see some of the feathers are kind of broken a little bit. It's fine. There's like a brown mark here. I don't know what it is. I thought it was when I started shaving the peg, but it's not. There's some kind of brown thing there. I don't know what it is. Yeah, there's some kind of brown thing here. I tried to get it off, but it won't come off. All right. I'm sure if I like rubbed it enough, maybe it'll come off. All right. But there's some QC stuff. Other than that, it looks pretty good, and it was very hard to get this wing in. All right, this is the one that I had to sand the peg to get it in there. All right, it's most of the way in now. Okay, this one went in pretty well. All right, very big, man. That's what makes this figure take up a lot of space, is the wings. I don't even know where I'm gonna keep her, guys. Okay, there's you can see the inside. Let me show some light there. There you go. Okay, that's the inside of the wings. They're very dark. Yeah, so this is black. This is definitely black. All right, and where they said the black dress is, but it's really a purple dress. This is her wings are really black, guys. It's a kind of, I would say that's almost a flat finish, almost, because you can't really see the light reflect off of it at all. Let's go take a look at her upper body. All right, you can see her tummy there. So she's showing the tummy off. You can see her belly button right here. She's got a belly button there. Okay, she looks fabulous. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, there's the upper body. I have to say she's got enormous boobies, guys. Looks much bigger than the one in her white dress. So I'll say, and they're out there. She's trying to show them. That's what I want to say. How do those puppies stay in there? That's what I'm saying. They're ready to burst out of that dress. Is what I say. How does it hold those up, man? They look heavy. Is what I say. And yeah, you get there's lots of cleavages. All right, if you guys are into that, there it is. And her hair is kind of going in between the cleavages, the crack, you know. She's got the side boob, all right, on the top there. And on the side, yeah, they're massive. They're massive, and they're out there, and she's not afraid to show them. So about like, I would say about 70% of the boobies are exposed. Okay. You got some armpit there, all right. There's some waki pie, right? That's a waki pie action. It looks like there's there's like a dust here. Like a black dust, like they painted a piece of dust that was black. So there's a kind of QC thing right there. You know how I could tell? Because her fair, you know, really white skin. That's all I want to say. She has a very, very fair skin. Yes, and the skin, all right, the skin that she's showing on the belly button, her chestises, and her arms and shoulders looks very nice. That's what I'm gonna say. All right. Probably not scale figure nice. It's all, yeah, like I said, it's kind of more towards the flat side. I wish it was a little bit more matte. I wish the skin was a little bit more shiny, but it looks good. It looks good, and there's no jaggies or weird mold lines or anything. It looks smooth. Looks really, really nice. I'm really impressed. Okay. And then there's the rest of the dress. It looks like there's like a sash that ties it around here many times or something, and it's tied into like a bow. So I guess the bottom part of the dress is tied here, and then the upper skirt is tied right here. I don't know if they're tied together. Meg always likes to look at the way these dresses go together. Mega's not a lady, so I can't wear dresses like that. So that's what I'm saying. And then yeah, there's some ruffly stuff under here. All right, underneath the breastises part. All right, and then there's these two like kind of cups that hold the boobs in place. All right, and they're massive. They must be, you know, jiggling all over the place. That's what I'll say when she walks. All right, and it's pretty low cut here, so you can see the side boob. All right, and then there is a kind of like a sleeve portion of the dress that drapes around her arms. It's really ruffly. Molding looks okay. That's what I want to say. Okay. Very nice. Skin is very good. Okay, and then now we'll take a look at, she has like she's wearing like a necklace of some sort. All right, it's silver, and then in the center is like a kind of pink color, or like a purple colored jewel. Oh, there's multiple jewels. There's 3 of the purple ones. That's what I want to say. All right, and it goes all the way around her neck. Very fancy. Okay, and then there's her face. She's I like the look on her face. It's like a smug look, guys. She's got the smug face. A little bit, you know. Her head is tilted to the side. It's like, it's kind of like, look up upon me, you worms. That type of thing, you know. Aren't I beautiful? Type of thing, right? You peasants. That she's got that kind of look on her face. That's the way she talks like in the anime too. So, so you know, sometimes Albedo can be really sweet, and sometimes she can be really mean, is what I'm gonna say. She's that kind of character. You don't want to get on her bad side, that's for sure. Okay, but she's one of those high and mighty characters. Okay, so yeah. There's the hair. Very nice long hair. It goes past her butt, is what I'm gonna say. Past the booty hair. Very long, kind of, a little wavy, is what I'm gonna say. It's not totally straight. And they went with the black. She's got black hair that transitions to like a translucent or transparent tips. All right, and then the tips are like, it's a kind of like the same color purple as the dress almost. Okay, maybe a little lighter, is what I'll say. Very nice. I don't see really any bad molding on the hair at all. Yep, looks good to me. And it's kind of going all over the place, all right, if you look at it. So she's got an ahoge up here. Okay, but she's got a lot of hair, and it kind of goes all over the place, you know. The person who did her hair did a great job. It's like everywhere. So she's got this kind of bang right here that kind of goes down between her breastises. All right, and then she's got several other ones that just kind of go out everywhere, like a snake. Okay, there's like one here and one here that's going around her shoulders. Very nice. This one isn't quite touching her shoulder, but that's okay. The rest of them are kind of. Or this one is kind of floating also. She's got a magical power to keep her hair off of her body. All right, and there it is. There's that smug look. Oh yeah, I didn't go over it. Like, yeah, she has the golden eyes, and then yeah, she's got that smug look on her face with her mouth closed, and then there's her eyebrows up there. All right, and then she's got those horns. All right, those demon horns. I think she's like an imp or something is what they call what she is. She's like a super imp. Okay, and the horns are glossy. They reflect a lot of light. At least this one does. This one seems more glossy than the other one. Look at this one. See, it's not as shiny. Can't really see the shine so much. Let's zoom in. Okay. Those are the horns. Sorry, the figure doesn't like rotate like on the center axis. It does look like the horns are painted. That might, you know, that might be the only paint on this figure. Is the horns. How did they get them to be so shiny? I think they painted them. But yeah, it looks good. Yeah, that actually look really shiny and smooth. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, and yeah, so that's it. That is Albedo wearing the black dress from the Taito Masterpiece Plus collection. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know what other figures they're gonna have in this figure line, but I am really impressed. The skin looks good. The dress looks okay. The finish of the dress looks okay in my opinion. Like if it was a scale figure, it definitely would look nicer, right? But and then the wings look good, you know, for not having been painted and everything. It's just, I think it's just molded in that color. But it's very nicely molded. All the molding is very good. There is just only a couple, like there was that seam line that was right here, right? And then there was that little dirt that's on her shoulder. The skin is very nice. The skin is very smooth. All right. And I like that expression on her face and the pose and everything. She looks gorgeous and like she's a ojo-sama type of thing, right? Like she's the leader of a country type thing, right? Because she's like the second in command, right? Of the Nazarick, right? Is what their country, or Eins Algun. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is, yes, she's wearing gloves. Okay, there's the gloves. It's a yeah, I just noticed that right now. She's wearing gloves. They're like a kind of it's almost like a gray color, but it's like a kind of almost like a purpley gray color, right? And it has these kind of ruffles that come out there. And then yeah, you can see the molding where the ruffles or the where the folds, where the glove is bending. Very nice. Right? The fingers look all nice. No weird molding anywhere. Alright, she's got the other hand placed on her hips. Alright. Yeah, the other one's on her hips and the other one is almost on her hips. Looking all fabulous and stuff. I love it. I love it. Oh, there's yeah, I can see like on a mold line right here. Teeny tiny one. Okay, there's some prize figure stuff here and there, but you know what? For a prize figure, it's very nice. I'd have to say, if you're in the market for a figure of Albedo wearing a black dress, looking fabulous, gorgeous, that's inexpensive, this is the one. All right. Now I do know that they're gonna sell. I think somebody's gonna be making a scale figure. And it's probably going to be many times more expensive than this. It's probably, obviously it's going to look better, but yeah. And it's huge. The figure is really big. So here's that manga again, if you guys want to get an idea how tall she is. She's taller than one manga, okay? Yeah, she's taller than the box, all right? So, yeah, you're definitely not going to be able to put her back in the box. This would not make a good box figure. However, I do like the box. The box is nice. All right, the photos on the box are what sold me. All right, so, and it's pretty much, yeah, what you see on the box is what you're gonna get. All right, so okay, thanks for watching. That's the end of the show and tell for Albedo black dress version from Overlord Season 4 is what it says. All right, she's ready to grace your anime collection, all right? But make sure you have a lot of space for her, because I don't. Those wings take up a lot of space. You could probably take the wings off if you didn't want the wings on there. The wings take up a lot of space, but I think it looks nice, you know. Sometimes Albedo has the wings on, and sometimes she doesn't. All right, I think she can make them smaller and bigger or something. I think, I can't remember, but yeah. It must be a real pain to walk around with those wings all the time, is what I want to say. Okay, so yep, there she is. She's gonna take up a lot of space vertically and some you know, horizontally, is what I want to say, because those wings. But if you took the wings off, she'd probably wouldn't take up as much space, is what I want to say. But I think they look, the wings is a nice touch, is what I want to say. All right, and I like that pose, the pose and the smile on her face, the look on her face. I like it. I like it a lot. She looketh down upon you. Look at me. Aren't I beautiful? That type of thing, right? Okay. Yeah, so this is one of those figures that like it was an impulse buy. I just saw it and then I said, hey, you know what? I think I want to buy that, and it's inexpensive. Let's get her. And then I liked her, and then I liked her on Mercari, and then I got offered a cheaper price, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll take her. So yeah, I wouldn't hesitate to pay. I wouldn't hesitate to pay upwards of $60 for this figure. Okay, guys, but I got her for like pretty much half that price. So I'm really happy with this one. I don't know where I'm gonna put her because I'm kind of out of space right now, but I'll make some space for her somewhere. I would hate to get dust all over this figure. Also, it's really clean. There was just that one speck of dirt right there. You know, some of these prize figures, they got a lot of like dust and dirt on them, like brand new out of the package. So you can tell Taito took great care in their, you know, in the quality control, is what I want to say. All right. They did what they could, you know, with what they had with this figure, all right, and it looks fabulous, all right. I'm really impressed. Taito again, all right. Time and time again. I'm not gonna lie. There's some Taito prize figures that aren't very nice, but this is not one of them, guys. This is like one of the best Taito prize figures I've ever seen. All right. So if yeah. So also the wing. All right. This guy did not want to come in very easily. So just remember, like, yeah, Hades Omega had a hard time getting this in, and so did many other people. This one went in okay. I had to press really hard, but this one not so much. All right. Maybe you can heat it up, or maybe put some. I was thinking of put some silicone lube on it so it would slip in there a little better. All right. Hopefully they don't come off in the future, but if they do just come off, I wouldn't hesitate to just take them off. All right, because really, you're not going to be able to see it because her hair is like blocking it. If you looked at the back, you know, and you're just gonna display her like from that angle, anyways, right? So, okay. So that's the end of the figure show and tell. Thanks for watching. I'll get some close-ups and 360s. And that's the end of the figure show and tell for Albedo black dress version from Overlord 4. I have 2 more Albedo figures. So look forward to more Albedo show and tell in the future. All right, thanks for watching.